Hey, what is up guys? Shady Wags here, and 704 Games reached out to me and they wanted me to take a look at their newest game, NASCAR Heat 4. I know absolutely nothing about NASCAR racing, so I guess that makes perfect sense that I would be the right person to do this. The only thing I know about NASCAR is to be a successful racer, you have to be named either Ricky or Bobby or Ricky Bobby or Bobby Ricky. And for the longest time, I actually thought NASCAR stood for Not a Sport, Crazy Ass Redneck. Now, I've been informed that is not the correct acronym. A friend of mine told me that it's actually Non-Athletic Sport Concerning All Rednecks. I mean, I was pretty close though. Now, the first thing that really impressed me about NASCAR Heat 4 is the deep character customization. You get to pick almost everything on your racer, right down to the color of your mullet. You can even choose to be a female driver, although if you decide to pick a chick, your chances of winning a race drop down to about 10%. But if you race as a bearded woman, your chances go up considerably higher. After customizing the way your driver looks, you then get to design his onesie. There's a bunch of different patterns to pick from, and also you get to pick the sponsor patches that you want on the onesie. You even get to design your car, and there are a bunch of different paint schemes, and again, you get to pick all your sponsors you want on the car. And that's when it hit me after I designed my car. No wonder hill jacks like NASCAR, because the driver is a little billboard driving in a bigger billboard, driving around a track with even bigger billboards. So it must remind them of shopping at Walmart. Once you're finished creating your driver, you'll get a call from this guy right here. No, he's not from a boy band. He's actually a NASCAR agent, and he's going to offer you a hot seat, which is basically a tryout with the team. Yeah, to my amazement, there are actually teams in NASCAR, but it's team in the loosest sense of being on a team. You all race for the same owner, but you're all trying to beat each other. You can help your teammate, but that doesn't mean that your teammate's going to turn around and help you. Kind of like being the middle child. Now, the way the races work, you start off by practicing, and your team's going to give you a goal time that they'd like you to reach. And if you reach that time, then you're going to get a bonus. Each track has its own little nuances, spots where you need to speed up, spots where you slow down, and there are spots where you're going to need to drift into the turns. So practice is where you want to get those ironed out. Now, after you're done practicing, you go back to the garage where you discuss things over with the crew. I know this is new to you, but you can't be eating in the car. But I love them chicken nuggets. Next up, you're going to try to qualify for the race. And the faster your lap time, the better your starting position will be. Once you qualify, you get your starting position and you advance to the race. Before each race starts, you're going to get some info about the other drivers, like who's feeling good and running fast, who has a crush on who, and who's got a mild case of diarrhea. You know, typical race things that you need to know. And then finally, we get the race. The extreme dirt track races are actually, they're a lot of fun. There's a lot of bumping, there's a lot of pushing and grinding, and that's just the after race part. Now, luckily you have Carl to help you. Carl is your spotter, and he's going to relay info to you like when and where it's safe to pass, and when there's other cars trying to pass you. This is just like back in the day, Carl, when we ran Tuscaloosa in 13 on 3 bald tires. The higher you place in the race, the more money you're going to win, and the better chances you have to get more calls to do more hot spots during the season. Once the season is up, you have the choice to either sign with the team or start your own team. If you sign with the team, then your focus is just going to be on driving and winning. You're not going to have to worry about any management or personnel or cars. Different teams are going to have different benefits. Some teams have better drivers, or they're going to offer you more money per win. I chose this team because this girl is smoking hot. If you start a team, then you have to buy cars, you have to sign deals with sponsors, and hire and train personnel. I hired her, well, because her name's Siri, and Siri knows a lot of shit. Then it's just a matter of winning races and gaining money. After you win a race, you're going to get contacted by different racers. They're going to either compliment you or they're going to insult you, and you can decide to either compliment or insult them back. I just insulted everybody because Ricky Shady don't give a rat's pickle about anybody except her. I sent her a pic. The other racer's attitude towards you is going to affect how they race against you. Racers that are mad at you are going to have no problem with bumping into you and hitting your car. Racers that like you are going to move out of the way and try not to bump into you. And if you have a rival, well, then they're going to go out of their way to take you out of this race at all costs. Damn it, Stewart, you big fat hillbilly turd. Oh my god, I hate you, Tony Stewart. And that's about all there is to the game. You know, keep winning races, and you'll get invited to race in different circuits, and eventually you can find yourself driving in your own pizza car in the Daytona 500. Now, as a person who is not a fan of NASCAR, I found this game fun for about 2 or 3 hours. After that, it was just a repetitive cycle of driving in circles. But if you're a a fan of NASCAR, then I'm sure you're going to appreciate everything this game has to offer much more than me. It is officially licensed, so you're going to get to race as or against all the NASCAR racers on all the official tracks in the official cars. There are different skill levels, so say for example you can race casual, so you don't have to worry much about the car's handling. Or you can race in advanced mode where you have to manually shift the gears and the steering is much tighter. The only bad thing I can really say about NASCAR Heat 4 is there are no wrecks. Well, there are wrecks, but they're more like spinouts. There are no cars flipping or catching on fire or blowing up, or no tires flying off. Your tires don't even ever leave the ground. I don't quite understand why there are no wrecks in the game. I mean, as horrific as these wrecks can be, they are a part of NASCAR. And if we're going to be truthful here, I'm sure that many people watch NASCAR because there is the potential for something bad to happen. You sick bastards. But it doesn't happen here, which takes a little bit of the authenticity out of the game for me. Oh, there is one more thing. After playing NASCAR Heat 4 for about 8 hours, I found that I had developed a taste for Skoal and Miller Lite that just won't go away. Okay guys, well that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one.
Yeah, Shady Wags got your back. It's so entertaining, you need to subscribe to Got Your Back gaming gameplay and reviews, even doing walkthroughs. This the best gaming channel, I'm just telling you the truth. PS4, Xbox One, or even PC, plenty tips, all the tricks, this is just what you need.